and welcome to Math with Tiffany. In today's video we are going to cover the order of operations, and I'm really going to cover the multiplication, division, addition, subtraction part, because that's the part I think most people have the most trouble with. So the order of operations, P, E, M, D, A, S. So you have P, which is parentheses or brackets. You do these first. And if you have more than one set of parentheses and brackets, so you have brackets, stuff to do, parentheses, stuff to do, parentheses, stuff to do, parentheses, close out, stuff. You start inside and work your way out. And you have exponents. You do those next because they're kind of like their own entity. Because like if you do 4 times 2 to the 4, you don't want to do 4 times 2 first. Because what this is really saying is 4 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. So if you just do this first, it makes it easier because then it's 16. So it is 4 times 16. That's when you want to do those next so you're not accidentally doing multiplication wrong. And then we have multiplication, which I use a dot for multiplication. It's easier to draw than a star. And division, which you do these left to right. And this is important because a lot of people, especially on those dumb Facebook things, they want to do all the multiplication first and then divide. That's wrong. You do it left. You do left to right. So if like you have 4 divided by 2 times 6 divided by 3, you don't do the 2 times 6 first. That's wrong. You just do it left to right. Because what this is really saying is, because with multiplication and division, especially division, you can change division to multiplication if you do the reciprocal of the second number. So this is 4 times 1/2 times 6 times 1/3. And then you can multiply any order you want. So 2 times 6 is 12 divided by 3 equals 4. It's 4. Same with addition and subtraction. You also do those left to right. So if you have 8 minus 2 plus 6 minus 4, you don't do this first. That's wrong. Because again, you forget that this minus goes with this 2. So what I would do to minimize confusion is I would do the tear and share rule, which would be doing, so this would be 8 plus negative 2 plus 6 plus negative 4. So what the tear and share rule is you basically have like an extra stick and you make this a plus, you tear the top off and then make this a minus right here. So plus and then minus. And then you can add any way you want because you're not forgetting this negative goes with that 2 or with that 4. And this is just really simple, like if you're doing larger equations, to go ahead and just change everything from a minus to a plus negative. Because then you remember the negative goes with it. It's very important. Give you some examples. See, there we go. So you do, let's do 6 times 4 minus 2 to the 3rd Okay. So in this, you see you have two. You have two parentheses. See. But you can do these in any order because in this one it doesn't really affect the answer in this one. So you can. I would just do this one first. So change back to green. So 6 times, and in this one you have this. Now with this one, I wouldn't change the negative because of the exponent, and that's because negative 2 to the third does not equal negative 2 to the third. Those are different. This one's saying the opposite of 2 cubed, and this one is saying negative 2 cubed. So this one will give you negative 8, and this one will give you 8. And that's important when you're entering it in the calculator, and we'll go into more about exponents in a different video. So 4 minus 8 plus 6 plus 12 is 18 minus 10. And then we do parentheses again, so 6 times negative 4 plus 18 minus 10. 6 times negative 4 is negative 24 plus 18 minus 10. Plus negative 10. Now because this is all addition, you can add in any order you want. I'm going to go ahead and do this first. So this is negative 24 plus 8, negative 16. A lot of this, just takes practice and going through and making sure you're doing it in the right order. Doing multiplication, division left to right, addition, subtraction left to right. That is the most important thing that most people forget to do. And then also, just changing things over to make it easier for yourself, changing the negatives or the minus signs to plus negative. That helped me a lot. So yeah, and that is the order of operations.